Yo, what's up, everybody? XCO Grinding here with more Defiance. I told you I was gonna bring you the next vid that will show you all the new content. Well, at least everything that I could find that was really worthy of talking about in the DLC. How about that? So, first thing I want to show you is the all the new stuff that they put in for your mods, for your weapons. All the new mods. You know, there was a ton of mods that have synergies. And we didn't have any of those mods with those synergies on them in the game until just this Tuesday. Or until yesterday. So it was kind of frustrating running around with a weapon that you don't have a mod with that synergy, so you can actually test out the gun to see if it was even worth keeping, you know. So now that they finally fixed that and they have all these mods stuff, they put them in the vendors for you to just simply buy with your script. I think that's pretty cool because there are different versions of each mod. There are usually 3 versions, so you can find the first 2 versions of that mod with a synergy on it in the vendor. So the only thing that you really have to look for is, per se, a third, you know, the mod stage 3s. Those are the only ones you have to look for, and those are blue mods. And if you're looking for certain synergies on them, then you'll be looking for that as well. But aside from that, they made it a lot easier for you to get your weapon and customize it. Well, you know, customize it, upgrade it, or whatever, so that way, you know, you can actually play with the gun with a certain synergy on it if you were trying to make a certain build or whatever. So, you know, that's a good thing, right? Okay, the next thing I want to show you is this right here, the salvage. You see this? This is a salvage matrix. They cut the cost of your arc salvage to upgrade your weapons. In other words, to open slots on your weapons, to put mods in your weapons, to take mods out of your weapons. All that stuff costs way less than it used to. So here's another thing right here, right? I'm showing you the map. The map before, guys, was pretty, it was okay, but it was pretty cluttered, especially when you were trying to go to warp zones, like, you know, spots that you can warp to across the map. Most spots have more than one thing there, and as you can see, that what they've done is they've spread it out. Before, all the icons were like piled upon each other, so you can hardly, you know, see what was there. But now they've made it real. They spaced everything out so you can see it. You can clearly look at the vendor and you can see what's there. So that way, if you want to go there, you need to go that way. Boom, you go that way. I think that's a pretty good thing that they did. Make a map a little bit more simpler to read. It's actually a lot better to read, honestly. So that is a good thing. Here's another place, right? This is where the arena happens. This is the Castithan vendor. Here is where you can find all the new Castithan weapons that have been placed into the game. This is a vendor, though, okay? So these are vendor type weapons here, which have specific things, and they may be a little bit higher in damage, just a little bit. So there you can see like the titles. You saw the swords. Those are the new charged swords that they put in. They have a legendary one in there. That's pretty cool, but they are very expensive. A 500,000 script and 1,000, or no, it wasn't 1,000. I think it was like 200. But the most important thing is the script. It costs a lot of script to get that stuff, so make sure you're gonna have your script up if you want those swords. When I find other ways of getting them, I will let you know. You will find that info in the playthrough that I'm gonna be doing, the Let's Play. So I started a new one. If you haven't already seen it, I already put episode 1 up earlier, so it's there now. This is something else that they put in. Now we have arc falls, so now we have dark matter arc falls. And I knew they were going to put a monolith in, you know what I mean? Because the dark matter, if you play the game at all, then you're familiar with the monolith and what dark matter does with these things. Now that there's an arc fall for this thing, yeah, you see that? It's pretty crazy out here. So this fight is actually like, it took us like 20 minutes. You see all these people out here? It took us, no kidding you, almost 30 minutes to kill this thing. And that's because they didn't like leave it out here for you to just continually put damage on it, and I'll show you what I mean. So you knock off the capacitors on the leg, right? You hit those, makes him fall. You hit him in the neck when he falls. That's to the weak spot. That's where you actually start doing damage. When you're hitting it in the legs, you're not really doing damage. You're just kind of weakening it up a little bit so you can get to that neck part, you know, when he falls. But look, you see that? That's why it takes so long to do this, because he will jump in the air and fly and spit huge fireballs down on us. So they didn't make this an easy arc fall by any means. And actually, they've increased the difficulty of a couple of the arc falls. Okay, so we've got hell bugs, we have dark matter, and we have how can I forget the robots? Oh wow, y'all, I always do this, don't I? Ah, come on, what are they? Oh my goodness, I can't think of the name, but for some reason this is so crazy. It only happens when I'm trying to recall it. But the robot, the scrappers, there, it always comes late. The scrappers, okay, the scrappers have their own arc fall, and it used to be kind of easy because you could really make that one, you could really do that one fast, but not anymore. So as you can see, we're still fighting a monolith, and I'm focused on it. You see me green right now? That is because I've just hit one of the overcharge stations there. That increases your damage. I can't even tell you how much. It's crazy how much more damage you do when you got that thing, but it only lasts for a very short amount of time. So there we are. We have finally taken out the monolith, and that, like I told you, I had to cut it because the fight was so crazy long. I mean, whoa. Okay. yeah, I almost forgot about that. This is the explosion, right? Okay, check that out. Yeah, there's not one but two. So I honestly thought that was pretty cool because you see everybody in the air. You saw how many people were there? That was pretty crazy, right? That's one thing I like about arc falls, is that it brings people there, and you get to see, you know, just how many people are actually playing the game. And a lot of times it's not even all the people by any means. It's like a fraction of the people, you know, that go to arc falls. So it's good to see that. Right now, what I'm gonna show you is the next new thing that we've got in from the DLC, and these are sieges. But these new sieges got some guys in it, man, and these dudes do not play. This was the newest enemy type that was they put in the game. So let's not even make any entrances or anything. You know, I don't even want to.
What kind of music are you hearing?
Oh, do you hear that music? I'm sorry, it kind of got me off track. The music, Obi. You hear that music, Obi? Okay, that's what I'm talking about. They put new music in the game. But as I was gonna say, you know, no introductions for these guys because I can't stand them. The Volk are all over the place on the map in Paradise, guys. You run into these things in all the emergencies everywhere, and they will beat you down solo. Like you have to play extremely smart when you're solo, or you have to use assault rifles. Assault rifles will take them out pretty well. I won't even kid you on that. But you still have to play pretty smart because they take a lot of damage. And they got some extremely powerful attacks, guys. I mean, the damage they deal is pretty crazy. So what you see me shooting right there, right? That's a bomber. That's a Volk bomber, and they come in different flavors, and that's for all of them. So you got troopers, you got bombers, then you got these elite Vespers guys that will fly around on you and beat you down while they warp through walls and trucks and stuff. It's just crazy. So, you know, those guys are wild. But right now, you know, when you're playing in Siege like we are, and you got all these people here, you see we are slaughtering the Vogues right now. There's just so many of us over here doing it that they just can't take it. They're just getting beat down. So like I was saying, there's a lot of different types of these guys. So you got the troopers, you got the bombers, and you got the Visper guys, right? And then you have elite versions of each one of those. And the elite versions of those guys are just ridiculous, guys. I mean, they are. They're ridiculous. You know them off the bat because their weapons are red. They shoot red. Everything that comes off of them will be red. So you automatically know that you're messing with an elite Vogue at that point. If you see it blue, then you have a better chance if you're solo. If you got people with you, then y'all should be able to whoop them just fine. But the thing about running around in Paradise is that a lot of times, well, at least for me, I'd say for me, you know, I'm by myself. But now that they've added the server thing where you can actually choose, well, then that makes it a lot better because now you'll see me with Obi. I know when my boy Headbuster comes back, he'll be jumping on to check out the new DLC and stuff. And of course, my man Phoenix when he gets back. I do have a couple of people who will be playing this with me. You'll be seeing them, but I'm kind of holding off. I'm not going to push this series up too far because I want them to be included, and I'm waiting on them to be able to get back online. So you'll probably see like up to episode 3 of the actual playthrough series that I'm doing for this game, with my new character, the Puppy Kicker. If you haven't checked the Puppy Kicker out, you've got to check it out, alright? Check out episode 1. You're missing out, man. Puppy Kicker's the bomb. So, yeah, I'm going to be doing that. So I'll probably get to around episode 3 before you start seeing, like, you know, everybody else. But Obi's going to be with me. You'll be seeing Obi all the time probably with me for the whole series. So it's going to be fun. The last thing I want to show y'all before I get out of here, probably one of the coolest things I will admit, is the duel.
We should prepare ourselves.
So Obi, puppy slayer, he's terrible, slaying puppies. But he decided he want to check out the duel, which is awesome because I wanted to show you the duel. So here we go.
2, 1.
Boom. Let's go. Now, immediately the first thing I'm wondering is where in the heck is he? Right? Oh, he's behind me, of course. That's the only thing. But outside of that, it's fun. Oh yeah, oh yeah, get that, Obi, get that, you puppy slayer.
9, 8.
I'm gonna get my next time I do this, I'm gonna have it set up kind of like I'm doing the challenge series vids for Borderlands 2. So Obi's mic is actually a lot better than most of the people that I play with, so hopefully you'll be able to hear him you know, a lot clearer. So I'm gonna give it a shot on the next vid for you. Hopefully you'll be able to hear him. He's a great friend of mine, long time friend of mine. So yeah, I definitely want him to be heard. He's always fun to game with. See again, where is he? Oh, behind me again. Look at him. Okay, puppy slayer, I'm coming. I'm coming. Yeah, get some of that BMG action. Don't run. Don't run. Come back here. Let me reload. Oh, he's trying to get away. Look at him lobbing grenades at me. Oh, I'm going to cut right through on him. Where you going, Slayer? Where you going? Come here. Oh, yeah. We're all up in his face now. Uh-oh. Bam! That's it. It's a wrap. And we're out of here. All right. Thank you, all of you, for watching. And I'll catch you next time. Later.